What's good, YouTube? Welcome to the channel, and we're back. Today, we're going to be talking about, I'm just going to give you one player, especially on a lot of mock drafts, they have the Sixers drafting this guy. His name is Oso Ighodaro. It's a very rough name, all right? I'm probably messing this name up, but he's a center, all right? I told you I was going to bring you some center prospects that we should draft, and they're calling this guy the next Al Horford. I don't know how we feel about that as Sixers fans, but I would love to have a young Horford. And this guy, I'm going to show you his highlights. He is actually pretty insane. He's an all-around, well-rounded defender. He's best suited in switching schemes. He's great next to a rim-protecting center, so he could play alongside Embiid. However, he is young, right? He may not have the tools to start with Embiid yet, so you never know. But absolutely, we should have him playing off the bench. Scouts say he brings mobility, intelligence, and grit to a defense, which is something that we need desperately, right? Embiid is our only rim protector. Embiid is our only, I would say, elite defender, especially last year when we didn't have D-Melt playing. He was also an elite defender. Embiid was the only one. And maybe Batum, right? But Embiid was really the only elite defender on our team. When we add a guy like Osa, you know what I mean? A 6'10 guy who's 235, Guys, he's very fast for his size. I don't know if you saw his highlights. He's very fast. He's very athletic. And he actually has a decent handle. So this guy can progress into something crazy. And we better get him. If he's available at the 16th pick, you got to get him. Since I really haven't talked about Jimmy Butler, I'm going to talk about him now. Honestly, I think I briefly talked about him in one of my first videos after we lost. I was saying, he may be too old, right? If he signed him to a max contract, he's probably not going to play even all-star level, right? So that is the only thing that really scares me with trading for Jimmy Butler and signing him to a max deal. That's literally the only problem I have with the Jimmy Butler signing. You know what? He's 34. Okay, I double-checked. I thought he was 35. Even though that's 1 year difference, it doesn't look as bad, okay? If we sign him to, this is what I would rather do, a 2-year or 3-year contract. I don't want to give him a 5-year max. Right? To me, that's insane. You can't do that to a guy who's going to be 39 years old on the last year of the contract. No. I would give him a max 2-year contract or a max 3-year or something like that. I feel like that is more reasonable, especially for a 34-year-old veteran at this point, And also, you have to think about the fit, right? Bringing in a Jimmy Butler, does that fit our scheme? Does he fit well with Embiid now? Does he fit well with a Maxey, right? Maxey right now is a shooting guard. He's not a point guard. When Jimmy Butler gets brought over, is Tyrese Maxey going to be our point guard, or is he still going to be a shooting guard? And Butler's going to be small forward. And if we re-sign a Kelly Oubre, they're basically going to be unplayable together. So, I don't know. I'm just thinking about our roster and how we want to build our squad. I don't think Jimmy Butler would fit the best, right? Paul George will honestly fit better than a Jimmy Butler would, right? Paul George would be the third option instead of being... what was he in on the Clippers? Was he he was like a second option, right? It was Kawhi, then Paul George, then I think Harden. I'm not sure how it went down, but he would have less pressure. And yeah, that's the only concern I have with the Jimmy Butler move, guys. It's just the fit, right? I don't know if he's going to fit well. He's not a great 3-point shooter. We're going to need a player who can shoot threes pretty consistently. You know what I mean? Jimmy Butler is closer to a Tobias Harris. I don't want to say it in a disrespectful way. I'm just talking about playing style. He's like a Tobias Harris. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about Jimmy Butler for now, unless more rumors, come up out of nowhere. But as of now, I'm not really a huge fan for trading for Jimmy Butler. So, we got to give Maxey some credit here. This guy is young, and I feel like he can even play even better. There was games where I'm like, damn, if Maxey just played a little better, we would have won. Maxey can play so much better, and it's all about confidence. It's all about experience. He's gotten this taste of a first-round exit. I guarantee you Maxey is in the gym locked in right now because he wants to win. Same with Embiid. These two are different. We've never had two stars on our team that want to win as much as these two players do. You think Ben Simmons wanted to win as bad as Embiid did? Fuck no. Maxey is the only player I can see that wants to win just as much as Embiid, and I just respect that so much out of Maxey. I think Maxey can even outthrown Embiid at one point, right? That will happen at one point, but Maxey just keeps growing and growing as a person and as a player who knows what he can become into, right? Like, this guy is one of the best shooters in the league. He came into the league being known as a horrible shooter. Not a horrible shooter, but not a good shooter. And now he's one of the best shooters in the league, and it only took him, 2 years? That's insane. He's one of the fastest guards. No one can guard him. He's one of the most unstoppable guards. The only thing that I can see is defense. But his defense, he's a very pesky player. He's a gritty player. He's tough. And honestly, depending on who we trade for or who we sign, his game style, his playing style may change. Like, if we get a Jimmy Butler, he's probably going to have to play more of a point guard role. Or, Jimmy Butler plays kind of a point guard role. So, I don't know. That's why with the Jimmy Butler fit, I don't know if that's going to work out well with a Tyrese Maxey, right? Because remember when we had Ben Simmons and Jimmy Butler, that did not fit well. Even though, Ben Simmons wasn't a shooter, but he was still a point guard. And they just had problems. I don't mind Paul George. There's still a lot of things. I don't mind signing a bunch of great role players. Like, I don't think we need another star. I think we need a great roster. And having a great roster doesn't mean having 10 all-stars, Like, Derek White wasn't an all-star. Like, you can find a Derek White. Probably not, but you know what I mean? Like, just come on. It's all about role players at this point. The Celtics have, I guess they have Porzingis, who you can count as a third star. But they have Jaylen Brown and Tatum. We have Tyrese Maxey and Embiid. I think we can match up well against those two stars. And then when it comes down to Porzingis, we're going to need that one player to step up for us. Could that be a Kelly Oubre? We don't know. Could that be the guy I talked about earlier about drafting? I think it could be. There's a lot of things we can do here, and we have a lot of time. So, yeah, I'll make a video tomorrow. Drop a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.